as Hamas and Israel are all set to exchange more hostages and prisoners in the third swap of a fragile ceasefire, Agam Berger, a female soldier who is now 20 years, was captured when she was all of 19. She is one of the 3 Israeli hostages expected to be released alongside 5 Thai citizens. Doordarshan gets us more.
The much-awaited reunion. Meet the parents of 20-year-old Israeli hostage Agam Berger, all smiles and tears on their faces as they watch their daughter's release from Hamas captivity in Gaza on Thursday. Berger, wearing an olive green uniform, was led through a narrow alley between heavily damaged buildings and over piles of rubble in Jabalia in northern Gaza before being handed over to the Red Cross. Berger, who spent over 15 months in the Gaza Strip as a hostage, met female army officers as she left the Red Cross vehicle that delivered her from Hamas. A few hours later, a happy reunion was witnessed as Agam Berger met her parents at an Israeli army facility. This 20-year-old Agam was uncontrollable as she hugged her mother.
We are here. We are here and never leaving you ever. Forever. A mother's promise. A mother's promise.
Crowds gathered in Tel Aviv to celebrate the release of 3 Israeli hostages in Gaza. The crowd in so-called Hostages Square sang and danced while waving placards with photos of the hostages. They cheered as the handover of hostages to the Red Cross was announced. Amid all this, U.S. Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff visited the Hostages Square in Tel Aviv on Thursday as a hostage release and prisoner exchange took place under the ceasefire deal. Witkoff is in the region to oversee the implementation of the Gaza ceasefire. Altogether, Hamas handed over 3 Israeli and 5 Thai hostages in Gaza on Thursday, but Israel delayed the expected release of Palestinian prisoners after chaotic scenes at one of the handover points, where large crowds swarmed around the captives. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the sight of their handover amid the swarming crowds was shocking and threatened death to anyone hurting hostages. He urged mediators to ensure the scene would not be repeated. A total of 110 Palestinian prisoners were expected to be freed on Thursday as part of the phased agreement that halted fighting in Gaza. Dheeraj Das's report for DD India.